Hey, what's going on? So today we're gonna talk about a buddy of mine who allowed me to record him. And the only way I could do it was by playing some duos and just allowing myself to die and then watching him after I die. So right here, I'm still alive. I'm trying to get that second death of mine. Just ruin my KD, which I mean ain't a big deal. But so I let that guy kill me, and now we can actually spectate my buddy. So we'll go ahead and put some sound on. And we're gonna watch how he plays and just critique. I mean, nobody plays perfect. I don't play perfect. I may preach all this stuff that I'm critiquing him on, and I don't use it on every situation. I mean, you gotta pick and choose on how you play. You have to remember, it's a video game. So let's see how he plays. He walks out. He didn't do a incredible job scanning his area. Now he's just sitting there. Very stiff type movement or movements. He plays on a controller, so I get that. It can be kind of a pain in the butt. Eventually you can get better at it, but it is kind of a pain in the butt playing on a controller. You're not very smooth. So he walked across the dam and noticed he didn't really look too much behind him. It was like he just like, all right, I'm good. I'm just gonna go walk 100 meters and not really care about what's all behind him. I like to, when I'm doing that, I'll do a little scan. Just as I'm running, just do a little quick scan. Keep running in the same direction, but just do like a little 360 just to see if you see anything. Especially like a glimmer. That's the easiest thing to spot. Alright, so what y'all probably spot that right there. Let's just back it up just a little bit. So he opens the door. Notice that he does not know what's on his right side. He chooses, so he looks left. Okay, so he's clearing part of the area. He decides to keep going left, and he kind of forgets to look right. This is how you get shot in the back. You know, I don't know if he still gets shot in the back a whole bunch. Sometimes I don't pay attention to how he dies, but I do know that that was a complaint at one point. He gets shot in the back a lot. Parts of, or reasons why is, you know, that right there, just kind of ignoring your surroundings. I mean, that took a while for him to finally look over here. Could have been a guy right here at this door, or maybe on the rooftop, or just sitting right here. And he so happens to open the door and lets this guy get an easy shot on him. Moving on. So he heard the crate, so I'm gonna give him that, you know, if you hear crates, most of the time there's nobody in there. I know, yeah, somebody could be in there like making a trap, but man, I'm not even sure if I've ever came across that. I've tried it myself, like sitting in a room with a crate, you know, not open to see if anybody would come, and never worked out. So I don't think I've yet to have somebody do that to me. So those are okay. So when you go in a room with a crate, usually you don't have to look. Now this one, I didn't hear any crate. Kind of just, he was more focused on just closing that door than clearing the room. That can get you killed. So right there, let's go back. So here's another thing about, you know, checking your surroundings. We'll stop it right here. This building is, I'm not gonna say it's notorious, but there's a good chance that there might be somebody up here. A lot of people, you know, they like this building, they like a couple of the other buildings to snipe off of. He completely ignores it, so just moves on with his life, not worried about it. When I'm in downtown, rooftop snipers is something that's on my list. I'm not like, that's all I'm focused on, but it's on my list. Like he never looked up at that roof, just ignored it. Kind of ignored a lot of these roofs. He's focused on where he wants to go and not really looking at his surroundings. I mean, that was a good clear. He came in there and pretty much cleared the room. That's cleared. He cleared that too. So Apparently maybe that the thought came in his head. Let's see. Alright. Two things to get out of this. First of all, you're not going to be able to see it because my screen's over it, but he has stopping power and he doesn't have it in any of his guns. Maybe he's waiting for the perfect gun, I'm not sure, but he doesn't have stopping power in. Second of all, drones. I know not everybody likes drones, but for me, and I'm hoping you'll, maybe the next time you'll actually use a drone, if you're one of those ones that skip drones, you should use drones. Drones are awesome. I'm gonna make some videos of me using drones, but drones are almost better than a UAV because drones give you exact location. So not only does it show, like, you know, UAV just shows you where they're at on the map. A drone can see through buildings and give you the exact location. So if they're on the 3rd story, you know exactly where they're at, and you can tag them. You can use your little tag on them. So to me, I would love to have a drone. Like right here, I would have grabbed, you know, put stopping power in and grabbed that drone, but he did not. Didn't look at the roof at all. I mean, got that in, like, any of these buildings. I guess not a worry in the world. So he does have a bounty. Notice how his gun is aimed down. So when you're moving around, in my opinion, you should lead your crosshairs where you think somebody might be at. Like, you should always have that aiming towards something so you're ready. So if they catch you off guard, at least you have your gun in front. Looks like he likes to aim kind of downwards. So like right there, he's aiming downwards. He should be aiming a little bit higher, in my opinion. So threat just turned to orange. He's on a pretty tall building. This is where I just say I was a really good gunfighter. I still, as far as strategy goes, probably would still try to play it safe. So right now he's on orange. They know what building he's at, and for whatever reason he decides to actually go to a buy station during all this. And it's out in the open. So this right here could have got shot because he's not really checking his roofs. Plenty of time to be shot. I'm very shocked he didn't get shot. That stopping power just got wasted. It fell down because he bought a loadout box. Doesn't really check any of his surroundings. Ends up getting shot. He switches his gun, maybe because out of pure panic or what. I mean, he should have, in my opinion, been walking around with this gun in the first place. The other gun, I'm not sure why he was walking around with that one over this one. This to me is a lot better gun. Nice shot. Look at that. His aim assist worked. Went right to a head. Good head. Boom. Took the armor off. He still loses his fight, and this is where I'm going to show you why he loses his fight. But this right here. So he has a controller. You have aim assist. He's still he's still aiming. So I was going to say hard scoping, but not really. Not hard scoping, but so you should be letting go of his aim button, letting go a little bit, and then using the controller and just do a quick flick and push the aim button again to allow that aim assist to work, because the aim assist will help guide it just a little bit. Because if just say you're a little bit off, the aim assist will help guide you in there and get the shot. He keeps aiming, and he keeps shooting this concrete. Still shooting the concrete. Still shooting the concrete. By the time he realizes he's shooting concrete, he goes to aim. This guy, remember there's server lag, and so this guy's probably already put all the bullets in him. So it's too late. So look, yeah, that's why he died like just about like instantly. So he's done there. Now let's stop that real quick, because remember how I talked about a drone. When he was at orange on his bounty, I would have flown a drone. To me, that's like because that's like your only defense right now. You're on top of the building. Yes, you could jump off, but I want to know where those guys are. And so you can fly a drone. It doesn't matter what perks they have. The drone can see them. Now if they have like the cold-blooded, it's going to show a little X and a square. That means you can't do the hot mark where it follows them for like 5 or 6 seconds. You can only just tag them. That's okay. You know exactly where they're at. That's what you're really worried about. And so they could have cold-blooded and you can still see them through walls. I just want to make sure you know that, because it's very important. So he could have popped that up, found out where the squad's most likely at. It's like, oh, okay, they're at this building. They're north of me. Well, I'm going to jump south. I'm going to get the hell out of here. So that's how that could have been used. Also, stopping power. He didn't put it in. I would have put it in that gun right there, and he would have probably at least downed that guy. He probably not would have won that fight because it was a 2 versus 1, but he definitely would have downed that guy, because those bullets hit that dude in the head and knocked his armor off like just about instantly. If he had stopping power, he would have got him. And that was him talking, and me being a smartass. I have a lot of material. So let's see how he does in the Gulag. He loses the Gulags a lot too. He ends up getting I don't know if you want to call that a pro move, but it's kind of like a move that's been done forever in Call of Duties, where if you believe somebody's going to be on the other side of the wall, you kind of give it a little sprint and then jump, and you normally have your sights where you believe the guy is. Because let's look at it again. Slow it back a little bit more. Let's hit play and just pause it. So he got hit by a rock. So look, he's aiming in the right direction. So if that guy would have just walked, strafed off, he probably, maybe got a shot on him or something. This spooked the hell out of him, I'm sure. He just sees a guy jumping right over. And once again, he's kind of aiming too low. This is too low in the first place. So even if this guy was down here, he would have been shooting, I believe, about right here. Just, stomach shots. He needs to be aiming a little bit higher whenever you go around those corners. If it was me, the gun would be about right here. And he's not. So again, that gives you a better idea. He's aiming way too low. Man, I wish I could have got the shot. Because even when that guy was about to land, it was seriously, he would have been just shooting him close to the crotch almost. Gets one bullet off, and that guy gets those headshots. And the way that works is, go ahead and pause that, is when that guy does that jump shot like that, the sights will come down, and as they come down, so just think as my mic as a person, as my sights come down and I shoot, I'll get those headshots, and that's kind of like, if you do it perfectly, that's kind of the gist of it. You're jumping over their gun, and then when you fall down, you're hoping that your bullets will go from the head down and just wipe the guy. And that's what it looked like there. Which, remember, they don't have armor, so it's even easier to kill somebody. All you need is like 1 or 2 headshots, and they're down. But that's all for now. I have some more footage of him, and we'll do like another recording on it and talk about, see if he has any other mistakes that he made that were different than these. So if you have any videos out there, like if you have a computer or a PlayStation and you can record, or an Xbox, and you can record, and you want me to analyze it, maybe put it on here on YouTube, I'll be willing to do that. I don't have any problem with that. I actually think that would be fun. Plus, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe some of y'all have some neat techniques. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put that under my tool belt. Just give me a shout, and I'll get with you, and we can set something up. Hope you learned something, of course. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a like, maybe. That'd be nice. Thank you for watching.